Physics. Let's start with perhaps the most fundamental branch of science. Physics. Imagine dropping a ball. It falls to the ground. Simple enough. But physics asks, why? What force pulls it downward? How fast does it accelerate? What would happen if there were no gravity? Physics is the study of matter, energy, motion, and the forces that govern the universe. It looks at the smallest particles imaginable and the largest galaxies in existence. When you throw a soccer ball, physics is involved. When electricity powers your home, physics is involved. When a rocket launches into space, physics is involved. In many ways, physics tries to uncover the rules that everything else follows. It's the branch of science that asks, what laws control reality itself? From Isaac Newton studying motion to Albert Einstein redefining space and time, physics has completely changed how we understand the universe. And despite centuries of discoveries, physicists are still searching for answers to some of the biggest mysteries ever known. What is dark matter? What happens inside black holes? And can all the forces of nature be united into one theory? The deeper physics looks, the stranger reality becomes. Chemistry. Now imagine holding a glass of water. It seems ordinary. But chemistry sees something completely different. Instead of water, chemistry sees billions upon billions of tiny molecules constantly moving and interacting. Chemistry is the study of matter and how substances change. While physics focuses on the rules of the universe, chemistry focuses on what things are made of and how they react with one another. Why does iron rust? Why does wood burn? How does baking turn simple ingredients into bread? Every chemical reaction tells a story. Atoms collide. Bonds break. New substances form. The air you breathe, the food you eat, and even your own body depend on chemistry. In fact, every living organism is essentially a giant collection of chemical reactions happening at the same time. Chemists have used their understanding of matter to create medicines, plastics, batteries, fertilizers, and countless technologies that shape modern life. So while chemistry often happens at a scale too small to see, its effects are everywhere. Biology. Now let's move from matter itself to something far more complicated. Life. Imagine walking through a forest. Birds sing overhead. Insects crawl through the soil. Plants compete for sunlight. Every living thing around you is part of biology. Biology is the study of life and living organisms. It tries to answer questions like, how do living things function? How do they grow? How do they reproduce? And how did life begin in the first place? Biologists study everything from microscopic bacteria to giant blue whales. They examine cells, genes, ecosystems, evolution, and behavior. One of biology's most important discoveries was evolution by natural selection. The idea that all life on Earth is connected through a long history of change stretching back billions of years. Every species alive today is the result of countless generations adapting to survive. The wings of birds, the camouflage of insects, the intelligence of humans. Biology helps explain how these traits emerged. And perhaps most importantly, biology reminds us that every living thing on Earth is part of one enormous interconnected system. Astronomy. Now look up. Far above the clouds and atmosphere lies a universe so vast that it's difficult to comprehend. This is the realm of astronomy. Astronomy is the study of objects and events beyond Earth. Planets, moons, stars, galaxies, black holes, and the universe itself. For most of human history, people could only observe the night sky with their eyes. Today, Powerful telescopes allow us to see billions of light years into space. Astronomers have discovered planets around distant stars, captured images of black holes, and traced the history of the universe back nearly 14 billion years. Every point of light in the night sky tells a story. Some stars may no longer exist, yet their light is only reaching us now. Some galaxies are so far away that observing them is like looking back in time. Astronomy forces us to confront a fascinating possibility that Earth may be only a tiny part of a much larger cosmic story. And despite everything we've learned, most of the universe remains unexplored. Environmental science. Finally, let's return home to Earth. Because understanding the universe is important, but understanding our own planet may be even more important. Environmental science studies the relationship between humans and the natural world. It combines ideas from biology, chemistry, geology, and physics to understand Earth's systems. How do ecosystems function? How does pollution affect wildlife? What causes climate change? How do forests, oceans, and the atmosphere interact? Environmental scientists study these questions because life on Earth depends on them. Unlike many branches of science that focus on understanding nature, environmental science often focuses on solving problems, protecting endangered species, reducing pollution, managing natural resources, and finding ways for humans and nature to coexist. The challenges facing our planet are complex, but environmental science helps us understand them and search for solutions. Because the future of Earth's ecosystems and our own future is deeply connected. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. It helps the channel a lot. And if there's another topic you want explained, comment it below.